Obviously, I'm looking forward to it. Got to the final last year, and I think so. Yeah, looking forward to it. I know what I've done wrong last year, so hopefully I can go one step further.
It was pretty small margins last year, though. It's your best run at this tournament, and you come up against MVG, who was in flying form going into that final too.
Yeah, the toughest match was semi-final. Was obviously playing Mensel Sulovic because I hadn't beaten him on on TV tournaments. So to come from 3-0 down to go and win 4-3. I was happy with.
I was just chatting to Rob Crossley from Minsk. He's got Munster Sulovic in the first round.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a more difficult draw, could you? The non-seeded number 9 in the world.
I know. That's horrible game. But I've got a tough game against Max Ops. He don't care who he plays. So it's going to be a big good match.
Max is one of those real up-and-comers at the moment, former U champion, plays a very attractive style of darts, very quick darts as well. He's a tricky opponent.
Yeah, he throws a really strong dart, so it doesn't waver off, and I think roughly what he goes, he throws for, he gets.
Yeah. So. In terms of you've had a really good summer up until now. You've won, 5 times across this year, a couple of big victories along the way as well. You're in good form coming here.
Yeah, well, I'm getting better, to be honest. Beginning year was up and down. I'd have 110 averages, 100 plus whatever averages, and then I've 80 odd averages. It's like didn't know where my game was, but it's all coming together. It's more consistent. Whoever's got to beat me, he's got to play well.
Yeah, you seem to really enjoy the World Cup along with Gary Anderson, though.
Yeah. We just clicked. We've lost in the final twice before. We just got our heads together and we enjoyed our own our company together, and I think, and we just got out there and just took that up on stage. The enjoyment we was having in the back room.
Yeah, and I suppose as you get ready for a very vital period, these 3 months coming up, that kind of really kick-started your year winning the World Cup, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. I thought I was going to win the match play. I played well in the match play. Darryl Gurney just couple of legs made that difference. But I won a couple of floor tournaments and that, some really good averages. So it did.
I was reading you were doing a bit of changing around with your darts, but you've gone back to the same darts you were using this time last year. Is that true?
Well, I didn't use them on yesterday, and I might be using a different set today. But on the day I might go to the. But I'm waiting for a delivery of set of darts now.
Can I ask you, as a player, what makes you decide, right, these are the right darts for me for a tournament? Is it feel? Is it just what's happening at the moment?
Yeah, it's just the feel and just the atmosphere and stuff like that, because obviously it's a very cold venue and stuff like that, so my darts tend to fly different to everyone else's. Everyone else just puts up with it, and I analyse that sort of thing to try and compensate that.
It sounds a lot like me, like a golfer who tries to get their swing perfect. There is the risk you maybe change a bit too much.
Exactly, yeah. Done that in the past, and I've changed too much and lost games because of it. But it's chances you've got to take.
Yeah.
It could win you titles.
You've never really had a problem with the double start, but does it feel a bit different coming into a tournament like this where you've got that unique element here?
No, I used to play double start as a youngster in our local league, and it was our singles was one leg double start.
Right.
So that was really tough. So, this is quite easy, but it took me a long time to actually get my head around it and enjoy it.
Yeah. When you're practicing ahead of this, we've had a run of very important tournaments over the last few weeks, so you can't exactly go double starts while you're playing them. But in terms of maybe the few days that you've got since you've come to Dublin and getting ready for your first match, do you start to then focus on the double start then?
No, I've been doing it since July.
Right.
I'm in the practice room. I'm practicing my double to obviously get off and then just run for trebles, because you can hit trebles anyway. So it's So since I'd say July, I've been practicing double.
I presume this is one of the tournaments you target for the entire year, right?
Yeah, this is one of the ones you really want to win, because it's amazing. The crowds are amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. So you want to win in Ireland.
Yeah. How do you find CityWest as a venue to play in? I mean, you've been here a few times now.
It's just huge. It's big. It's cold sometimes, but it's when you get in that atmosphere and the crowds are enjoying the darts. On both players' sides, not just my side, and they're getting into the game. It's electrifying atmosphere.
Yeah. How do you find the few days building up for it? Because I presume you came into the country yesterday, did you?
Day before.
So you've had a couple of days running here.
Yeah, I've just had just chill out. That's what I wanted to do. Just chill out a day or two before I start playing the tournament and get my mindset.
How important is your wife? Because I mean, she's obviously a key part of your career. She does your hair, as people know.
Obviously, very important because she drove me here, and then she looks after me, and then, as I say, does all the hair and everything else, and makes sure my mind's fine and everything else is sorted.
Does the hair maybe causes, a good distraction? When I say distraction, is it a good way of maybe kind of killing some of the time ahead of a tournament?
Yeah, it does. It's you get bored because I've already done my practice, so you're just sitting down. So I don't know how other players do it. So at least I'm getting my hair done, as you say, and then it makes me focus while getting the hair done.
Your peroxide at the moment, Peter, is this going to change ahead of this week? Going to change a few times during the week?
Yes, hopefully, yes. Every round it'll be changing.
Yeah. Obviously, we're coming into a very busy period of the year. We talked about the fact that you're in good form. This, sometimes when someone has a good Grand Prix, it can be a kickstarter going into the Worlds as well. This is the time of the year that everyone wants to be playing well.
Yeah, exactly. There's loads of players playing well at the moment. Gary Price, Christoph, Ratajski, Glenn Dolan's playing well. Everyone at the moment. So this tournament's going to be amazing. Just I'm surprised you're not going to get like 5-9 darts probably. I'm going to say that 5-9 darts. Because everyone's in form. It's not a player in it who's out of form.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm going to name some of the obvious players here. I mean, we saw watching Michael van Gerben practice there. That guy doesn't seem to miss a treble. Gary Anderson, obviously, in great form too.
Exactly the same, And I haven't even mentioned them. You got the Nathan Aspinalls. But then you've got Michael, and then you've got Gary, the quality guys. So it'll be a good tournament. As I said, and as you said, it kicks you off for the rest of the season, all the other TV tournaments.
You had a great little battle with Dara Gurney's just a few weeks ago. He's back here trying to win his second title in 3 years as well. He's obviously a very difficult player to come up against if you were to meet him later in the tournament.
Yeah. It's got to be tough to beat, because he got to the semi-final trying to defend his title last year, but that was only down to because my game, he was backstage when I was 3-0 down, and being backstage getting ready to go on, and then all of a sudden it's another near enough 2 hours he's on, and it's like it's not good preparation.
It's difficult. I mean, you lose your rhythm in that circumstance.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's suspecting, oh right, I'm on any minute. Yeah. No, you're not. Another. That's it. It's such. Judge it's difficult.
I was listening to you chatting to Wayne Mardle during the week for the Sky Sports podcast, and the thing I picked up in terms of what you were saying was that you say you've got massive belief now about what you can achieve for the rest of the year. That really stood out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I got outplayed yesterday by Ted Everts. There's another youngster come through. I missed a couple of doubles, but as I say, use a different set of darts today, different style of throw, and see what happens.
I'd say I was just chatting to Rob Crossley-Finsky. You look at the remarkable rise he's had over the last 2 years. You look at guys like Max who you're going to have to play who are coming through, and it's just crazy the competition even to stay in the Premier League at the moment. It's a remarkably, I think, deep level of darts player there is on the Pro Tour right now.
Yeah, definitely. As everyone can see, there's so much money can be earned out of this game, and it can change your life. So everyone's practicing harder and harder and harder. And so, as you say, the depth of the field and everything, they can all hit 9 darts. They can all do, beat anybody in the world. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. You probably saw Phil Taylor said a couple of weeks ago. He reckons there's no personalities at the moment in terms of the PDC. Do you agree with him? I mean, you're a bit of a character here.
He must have forgot about me. Phil, how dare you?
He was kind of half joking he might come back. I don't think it's going to happen, but would he be welcome back if it did?
Yeah, well, I'd love him back. But if he does, he does. It'd be great for darts. But I can't see it. He's enjoying himself too much.
Yeah,
he don't like being told what to do.